Develop, develop the habit of changing your habits. People who are rich in various sense of the world understand that life is a learning experience. It's never stops. Learn to constantly refine your habits. There is always another level to reach for, no matter how good you are right now. When you constantly strive to improve your when you constantly strive to improve your build character, you become more as person. You become more as person and you have more to offer. It's an exciting journey that ultimately leads to fulfillment and prosperity. Unfortunately, sometimes we learn the lessons the hard way. Less. Have you ever experienced kidney stones? It's not fun and good example of how bad habits can make your life misery. On consultation with my doctor, it became evident that my suffering originated from poor eating habits. The consequences consequences finally showed up in the form of several large stones. It was decided that it was it was decided that light oh light lithotripsy was the best way to remove them. This is a laser tech this is a laser technique that only takes about an hour and normally the patient fully recovers in a few days. Prior to this, I booked a special father and son weekend in Toronto. My son had just turned 9 and had never been there before. Our favorite football team was playing in the national championship final. Plus, the Los Angeles Kings, my son's favorite hockey team, were in town as well. We planned to fly out on Saturday morning. My light, lithotripsy, lithotripsy was on Tuesday of the same week, which is fi- figured, which I figured gave me lots of time to recuperate before the flight. However, on Friday afternoon, after several bout of renal clinic and 3 days of excruciating pain, dulled only by regular morphine shots. My surprise my surprise trip with my son was evaporating before my eyes. More consequences. Fortunately, at the last minute, my doctor decided I was fit enough to travel and signed me out of the hospital. The weekend was spectacular. Our football team won. We watched a great hockey game, and my son and I have memories we will treasure for a lifetime. And I almost lost that wonderful opportunity because of my bad habits. And I almost lost that wonderful opportunity because of my bad habits. I am now highly motivated to avoid future kidney stone problems. I drink 10 glasses of water every day and choose not to eat certain stone performing foods. It's a small price to pay. It's a small price to pay, and my new habits have successfully kept me out of trouble so far. The point of this story is to illustrate how life will always give you consequences related to your actions. So before you embark on a specific course, look ahead. Are you certain? Are you creating negative consequences or potential rewards? Be clear in your thinking. Do some research. Ask questions before you start any new habits. If you do this, you will enjoy more of life's pleasures, and not be screaming for morphine to kill your pain. And not be screaming for morphine and not be screaming for morphine to kill your pain. Now that you understand how habits really work and how to identify them, let's conclude with most important part: how to permanently change your habits. How to permanently change your habits. This is the successful habits formula. This is a step-by-step method to help you create better habits. It works because it's simple. You don't need complicated strategies. This template can be applied to any area of your life, business or personal. If applied consistently, it will help you achieve everything you want. There are three fundamental steps. There are three fundamental steps. Clearly identify your bad or unproductive habits. Clearly identify your or bad or or clearly identify your bad or unproductive habits. It's important that you really think about the future consequences of your bad habits. These may not show up tomorrow, next week, or next month. These may not show up tomorrow, next week, or next month. The real impact could be easier way. When you look at your unproductive behavior one day at a time, it may not look so bad. The smoker says, "What's a few cigarettes today? It helps me relax. I'm not wheezing and coughing." However, the days accumulate and the days accumulate, and 20 years later in the doctor's office the x-ray are conclusive. Consider this: if you smoke 10 cigarettes a day for 20 years, that's 73,000 cigarettes. Do you think 73,000 cigarettes could have an impact on your lungs? Of course. In fact, the consequence can be deadly. So, when you examine your own habits, consider the long-term Im- implications. Be totally honest. Your life may be as stake. As stake. Your life may be at stake. Что бы не значило. Define your new successful habits. Usually, this is just the opposite of your bad habit. In the smoker's example, it would be stop smoking. What are you actually going to do? To motivate yourself, think about the benefits and rewards for adopting your new successful habit. This helps you create a clear picture of what this new habit will do for you. The more vividly you describe the benefits, the more likely you are to take action. The more vividly you describe the the more vividly you describe the benefits, the more likely you are to take action. Create three-part action plan. This is this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where the rubber meets the road. In the smoking example, there is several options. Read how to stop smoking literature. Start hypnosis therapy. Hypnosis. Substitute something else when the desire for a cigarette arises. Substitute something else when the desire for a cigarette arises. Place a bet with a friend to keep you accountable. Place a bet with a friend to keep you accountable. Start a fresh air exercise program. Use the nicotine patch treatment. Stay away from other smokers. The important thing is to make a decision about which specific action you are going to implement. You must take action. Start with one habit that you really want to change. Focus on the three immediate action steps and put them into practice. Do it now. Remember, nothing will change until you do. Conclusion. So now you know how habits really works and how to identify your bad ones. In addition, you have a proven formula that will jumpstart your new successful habits. This will work equally well to improve your business habits as well as those in your personal life. We strongly encourage you to complete the action steps as described at the end of this chapter. Only when you commit to working through this successful habits formula in writing will the true benefits become clear. Just keeping information in your head is short-lived. We want you to experience a transformation in your results, in your lifestyle. The next chapter will build on this strong foundation. It's all about focusing your power. Expect some major breakthroughs.